Everyone, Leanne here from Kingdom Bloggers. So this week we are continuing on with our video content creation challenge, and we're going to be talking about the talking head video. What is a talking head video? It's literally a video that is your talking head. Me right here. This is a talking head video. Now this is on big screen, not social screen, which you're going to be doing it from your phone. But the entirety of the whole video is just you talking. Now, the purpose of this, number one, the talking head is what relates your audience. Like they see you and they see something in you and they kind of relate to it. As I've said many times, your face is important on social media. Some of you are like, I just want to do faceless video. And while you can do that, it is really hard to build a personal connection and really just connect with people in an intimate way when they can't see your face. Okay. Now, eventually you will do a combination of all the styles of video that we're going to go over through this challenge. But the talking head video, I think, is the most powerful and the one that everyone struggles with the most, because something about turning that camera on, you suddenly freeze up and you're like, oh my gosh, I can see myself. Newsflash, how you look right here is how you look when you're walking around. And that's already how people see you. So get over it, right? It's just now you can see it, and it's a little off-putting sometimes to see yourself because we don't normally see ourselves. So some things to keep in mind. When you're doing a talking head video, you want it to be natural. You want it to be as though you're literally just having a conversation with someone. Whatever you're talking about, you want to be natural, right? Even if you're reading from a script, you can do it in a natural way. And we'll talk about that in another lesson. But whatever your normal mannerisms are, my mannerisms is I'm like very dramatic in my hands. And I mean, I'm a little crazy, right? In real life, if I'm talking to you, this is how I'm doing it. Like I am no different. But what I see a lot of people do is they act a certain way in their normal course of, even like say they're teaching Bible study at their church or leading a women's group or whatever. And they're normal, they're natural. But as soon as you put the camera on them, they suddenly stiffen up like we have to be so perfect in front of the camera. No, you don't. You need to be you. So aside from, your face, your ethnic background, your whatever, how you dress, how your hair looks, all the things, makeup, no makeup, whatever it is about you, that's what's going to connect with somebody else out there, because we are naturally drawn to certain types of individuals. We're naturally drawn to certain physical traits of people. And so your personality coming through the visual is also a step towards connecting with them. My pastor at church, he is me, but a guy. He is my age, but he's like ADHD and he talks really, really fast. And that's why I immediately connected with him and decided to continue. Like I was church shopping. I hadn't been going to church. I was like, I need to go to church. And I tried some that, Baptist, because that's what I grew up. But a lot of the sermons were being delivered by people who spoke very slow, like the pause. I can't do pause. My brain is like, hurry, talk. And so when someone's talking really, really fast, my brain is comprehending that. When they slow down, my brain's like, wait, what? But on the flip side, I've had people tell me, like, could you slow down just a little bit? And my answer to them is always, I'm not going to record my videos in any slower speech, but you can totally turn the speed on your version of the video to slow it down, because my audience relates to me because of my personality traits and just the excitement that I naturally exude. So whatever it is about you, make sure that comes through on camera. Don't suddenly be Miss Perfect or Mr. Perfect or Miss I have to act a certain way because the camera is on me. What will people think? Please don't do that. Be as natural. The lingo that you normally use when you're talking about things, just as though you were talking to someone sitting right in front of you over coffee or at church or something like that. Okay. Again, talking head video is the best way to begin connecting with your audience. Now, eventually we're going to do a combination of different styles of videos, and we're going to go over those in the coming weeks. But this is the one everybody needs the most practice and the most push to do. So that's what we're going to focus on for this week. But don't worry, We're going to keep it super simple and something that everybody should be able to talk about in like really quick because we are all Christians here and, Christian bloggers, we're trying to help people. So we should already have the answer to this question or this statement. So what makes a good talking head video? Regardless of the length, whether it's 30, 60, 90, 2 minutes, whatever, you have hook, value, action. The hook is what, like the sentence or the phrase or the words that you say in like your first 2 to 3 seconds. That's the hook. Like you're saying something, they're like, oh, wait, I think I should watch this a little longer. Sometimes you'll see also the text is on the screen. We are not going to do that this week. We're not doing editing just yet. We'll do that in the coming weeks. But hooks are a couple of different things. So for this, the hook is literally the first sentence you're going to say. The value is the middle part, right? It's the kind of answer or elaboration on the hook, right? And then the call to action is the very end. It's like the last sentence or two that you say. And that's more to encourage them to take an action, such as like this, be sure to comment with your thoughts, share this video with someone who might need encouragement. It's designed to get them to take an action because action means engagement on your video. And when people engage with your videos, the algorithm treats your videos much better. Okay. All right. So what does this look like in action? So the example I'm going to give you right now is actually the one we're going to use for our task for this week. It's very simple. You're going to record it on your phone. I know some of you may still be recording on your computers, and if that's your only option, that's totally fine. But just keep in mind, we are recording these for social media. And so when you record on your computer, if you have the ability with whatever software you're using to put the mode in portrait instead of landscape, because that way it's going to frame your face to where you're kind of like this, right? Notice I'm not sitting way up here. I'm kind of way back so that if you're watching this on your phone, it's going to focus to like right here. But for the rest of you, please record it on your phone because you need to get used to talking and seeing yourself. And it's much easier to edit. And then you just publish it right to social media, right? And so make sure if you're not doing it on your phone that you've made the adjustments on your computer recording device to record in more of a landscape mode, or make sure that, like I said, you're sitting in the frame kind of centered with like all this space, top, sides, and everything. So when you do upload it to social, eventually you're all going to upload to some social channel, that it frames you and you're not like, if I'm way up here, it's kind of going to cut me like that, right? And so you want to sit back, move your camera away, whatever you need to do. Okay, so the tasking for this week, the hook, we're all going to use the same hook. And here it goes. Here's something I wish I had known when I first became a Christian. It's very simple, right? But it's like, ooh, if I'm a new Christian, like, ooh, what did you wish you knew that you now know, but you wish you knew back then? Like it's kind of engaging. It's like, I want to know what she's going to say. So that's the hook. What's the value? I wish I knew that being a Christian isn't like an overnight thing. Like it's a journey that literally never ends. It's not like you get saved today and then the next minute I'm supposed to be perfectly Christian in every way. That's just not how it works. Whether you're for 10 minutes or whether you're for 10 years, you are going to continue to mess up. But God's grace is there to put you back and love you and just help you keep growing because you are going to grow in some area every single day. So I wish I had known that so I wasn't so intimidated by other Christians who I saw as perfect. Really, they were just much more mature and further along in their journey. That would have helped me so much with my confidence in the early stages of my spiritual journey. Boom, right? Something quick and simple that literally answers the question. Okay, so what's the call to action? This message encouraged you in any way? Let me know. Or what is it that you wish you had known when you first became a Christian that would have made your journey so much easier? Drop a comment below so we can encourage everyone in their journey. Hook was here's something I wish I knew. Value is the thing I wish I knew. Call to action is hey, let me know. Like, what do you think about that? What was your thing? Did this encourage you? Very simple. Now, this hook value call to action formula, it doesn't matter if it's a 30-second video, a 60-second, a 2-minute, whatever. Even when you're doing long form video, you should kind of have that formula with some other stuff, of course. But this can apply to a Bible verse of the day video, and just an encouragement. You're talking about, say, different characters of the Bible. Like literally, this formula works for everything. The idea is to get them bought in within the first 2 seconds, 2 to 3 seconds of the video, so they will continue to watch. That call to action at the end is to get them to heart or like, which platforms are different, but also comment, to share their feelings, share their thoughts, and maybe share the actual message with someone else. Why? Because engagement on your video, it's great if 1,000 people watch your video, but if none of them heart or comment or share it, that shows that people watched it, but it really wasn't that good. And the more people engage with your content naturally, through hearting, through commenting, whatever, the algorithm starts showing it to more people, right? And so it's really important that we end it with an engagement call to action, okay? So that's it. So your task for this week is simple. Record a 60 to 90 second. It's totally fine if it ends up being 2 minutes. Record a video that starts with this sentence. Here's what I wish I had known when I first got saved, or here's what I wish I had known when I first became a Christian. That is your first line. That is the first words that's going to come out of your mouth. And then you're going to get into it. Keep it simple. Now, I would recommend, before you hit the record button, practice what you're going to say a few times. Like look at yourself in the mirror or on your phone. Just don't hit record. That way you kind of have the value kind of together, and because I know if when you first do it, you may be like, oh, and this, and then this, and then it's like 5 minutes later. We want to keep this short and sweet. Short, sweet, and valuable, right? Because people have short attention spans, which is why social media needs to be short and sweet. So practice it a few times before you hit the record button. I'm not worried about editing. We have not even begun the editing tutorials yet. So if you have a pause, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Let the pause be there. If you have your eyes closed, you're looking, you're doing the things, that's okay. The idea here is just to get practice with recording and speaking. We will get to the editing and all that other stuff later. But most importantly, be you, right? If you're naturally animated, be animated. If you're naturally a little more reserved, that's okay too. Be the real, authentic version of yourself. Don't change yourself to be on screen. All right, guys. So once you created your video, of course, hop over to the Facebook group and post it as a comment to the thread for week 3. And I can't wait to see everyone over there.